أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا.
Because one thing that I would actually like to now focus on, because of all these stories, they are all important. They are all very, very relevant. They all have significance. But I think the story which is linked directly to the Dore Fitan, which you call, to the time, is the story of the traveler, right? So shall we, talk about that first, or you think that there's still more we need to give a brief of each story very quickly?
Before that, I will give you introduction of one of the theories, that is pendulum swing theory.
Yeah.
Pendulum swing theory is that everything Allah creates, that is perfect. Everything is perfect. Like Allah say, وَالتِّينِ وَالزَّيْتُونِ وَطُورِ سِينِينَ وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينِ لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ
Fi ahsani
fi ahsani taqweem. Allah has created the mankind in best fashion, best of the things. So this is how Allah creates every person as a human, as every human in perfect shape. All right. This is Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which he said that every child is born on the nature, true nature, and it is his parents or her parents which converts that
Yes.
kid from being Muslim to anything, Christian, Jew, or Zoroastrian. So this is how Prophet ﷺ has told us. So this is a pendulum swing. And in this pendulum, once we see a reverse action, that if Allah has created everything in perfect shape, what is that era? That era is that of Zulkarnain. Zulkarnain. That era. How will you live in that era? Allah is telling us that you will lift the banner of Islam and go to all the corners of the world. Absolutely. Yes. This is the way you will have to live in that era. And once the pendulum swings, that truth, it slowly get mixed up with the falsehood, and the things get confused. A chaotic situation comes, which is lowest of the ebbs. In this is the story where we can seek the guidance from the story of Hazrat Khizr and Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. That is a confused thing. In that era, you need to have a partner with you, a guide with you, a mentor with you. And if you do not have mentor in this era of chaos, you will lose your way.
You'll go astray.
Yes.
And you will do it in a very, genuine manner.
Yes.
You will not even know
Yes.
that what is going wrong.
And on the other end, that truth becomes falsehood. Haq becomes batil.
Yes.
It is so mixed up badly that batil takes over. The falsehood takes over. The truth becomes falsehood. And falsehood stands up and on the place of haq, on the truth, and says, I am the truth.
I am.
That is why it is said that this era is, in the West, it is called post-truth
era, which is, I think this is also the era of the age of information, they call it, and that is why, because we cannot bifurcate, we cannot differentiate between the truth and the false truth, which is called pseudo-truth. So I think that is the reason why people think that Chat GPTs or Googles or the information, the more information we have, information is power.
Yes.
But they don't know how to use that power.
This is illusion of choice which we have.
Exactly.
We are in illusions that I have the truth. I have the perfect truth with me.
Yes.
And if you dig deeply, and you will find that truth is, they are away from the truth.
No, very, very rightly put, because this is one of the language patterns that I teach in NLP, which is called illusion of choice.
Okay.
When you go to these restaurants or these fast food chains, and viewers, you have to understand how you think you have the choice. That's a very important word that he used. They ask you, do you want upsize or double upsize? Now you think you have a choice to choose upsize or double upsize. Actually, you don't have a choice. What they are telling you is you have to upsize. Choice is only how much upsize.
Yes.
So they didn't ask you, would you like to upsize? No, that was not the question. So this is how this era actually, and I think our youth is getting deeper sunk into this thought of that I know everything.
Yes.
Because the information, so-called data sciences, that we are having a lot of data scientists now, and people think that, oh, I have the data, I have the information, I have the power.
People are living in islands.
Absolutely.
Islands like honeybees. We have there is a disease which is fastest growing disease in the world, that is called narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissism is the fastest growing disease. And by the way, that in the story, which is person with two gardens, the man with two gardens.
That's a narcissistic person. Yes,
that
true.
he was the.
And that actually takes me back to the hadith, the one that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned about the youth.
Yes.
Fasik.
Yes.
Actually, eventually they are leading into that
Yes,
narcissism.
they are in delusion. It is not illusion, it is delusion. The next day. So the pendulum swings further and goes to the last place, and haq becomes batil.
Yes.
Truth becomes falsehood.
And this is exactly what the hadith says.
This is the place which Hazrat Umar Farooq Razillah Ta'ala anhu has said that I fear that day once people would be, the infidels would seek pride in their faith, and Muslims would be depressed or disappointed or feel ashamed
of calling themselves
of their Islam.
And
this is happening. We
exactly.
are apologetic Muslims
Yes.
nowadays.
And this is, and we call ourselves moderate Muslims now.
Yes.
So we are finding names, we are finding jargons.
Yes.
How I can fit in with your, Allah says in Quran, Ya ayyuhal kafirun, la abudu ma ta'budun.
Yes.
Wala antum abiduna ma abud. Wala ana abidu ma abadtum. Lakum deenukum wal yadeen. He's clearly mentioning that. But what we are saying is, how can I be flexible, be fit? This is modern world. These are old things. Like on one of our videos in Ramadan transmission the other day, I think this morning I was telling you, somebody has sent a comment, and the comment is that you are misleading people. It is not so simple. The Islam was not spread with what do you call this? Through trade and stuff. Islam was spread through, I don't know, I don't want to use the word because she did not use the word that, but through sword. That is the word I will use. But so these are kind of, because we are made to believe, that this is true. So we have to become apologetic, and we have to accept that there is something which was missing in Islam. Nauzubillah min zalik. That Islam did not make a religion. Islam as a religion did not come for this era.
Yes.
Nauzubillah.
But this Surah Mubarakah tells you everything, and once it goes to that peak, how you are going to live in that era, Ashabul Kahf will tell you.
Exactly.
The story of the cave will tell you how to live in that era. You will have to safeguard your iman, even though if you have to leave your family, the people with other inclinations, and leave that comfort zone and go to a place where you can safeguard your iman. So this is how the entire Surah Mubarakah gives us this pendulum swing theory, and the clash between good and the bad, it goes on. It has started from the beginning and will go till the end.
We are seeing now that if I am speaking, for example, if I tell you, people who take wrong U-turns, you say, I love the word U-turn, so I'll use that word U-turn.
I say course correction.
Course correction. No, I'm saying on the road.
Yes,
I'm talking about on the road now.
Okay.
On the road, when they do, take the wrong U-turn or break the right signal, and when you ask them why you did it, what's wrong?
Yes.
Everybody is doing it. Everybody does it. Now that is exactly what this hadith is saying.
Yes.
That you are. So this is.
It is, Islam is not a buffet dinner.
Absolutely.
Islam is not a buffet dinner. You pick and choose and you leave other dishes.
You enter into it completely. Or you don't.
Yes. You will have to embrace Islam completely or just leave it. No issues.
I'll tell you one thing, a very interesting thought came to my mind. I was doing this session in one of the centers. There were youth sitting, and there was one guy. I said, life to me is, I define life as live in full enjoyment. Okay? So I said, you should live your life in enjoyment, because only a happy performer can be the best performer.
Yes.
So this guy, after the session, comes to me and said, sir, you are wrong. I said, how come? He said, sir, how can a Muslim enjoy? I said, Astaghfirullah, what do you mean with that? No. We have no time to enjoy this world. I said, who says you to enjoy this world? The concepts are so.
Yes.
I said, do you read Quran? Oh, yes, sir. So, do you enjoy reading Quran? Yes, sir. So then that's enjoyment. Do you pray? I said, yes. Then do you enjoy praying? I said, yes, sir. I feel comfortable. That is enjoyment. No, the concepts are.
Actually, nowadays, there are so many terminologies which are very close to Islam. Otherwise, people don't know. One is mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
Yes.
Exactly.
Live in the moment.
Living in the moment.
Live
in the moment was Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sunnah.
Yes. This
People
is.
don't know.
Yes. And another thing which is for the wellness, that is holistic
Holistic
well-being.
well-being.
All these things are.
Yeah.
These are
your
very
nutritional,
close.
what do you all, I think the nutritional cures that they are saying now
Yes.
get cured through diet.
Through diet.
Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam,
Yes.
Tibbe Nabawi, the
Tibbe
book.
Nabawi is there.
The book is there.
So it is not that Islam is old-fashioned thing. Islam is for our today and tomorrow. It is Quran is not Asatirul Awwaleen, the old stories.
But then glad tidings for the strangers.
Yes.
That hadith.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
Allahu Akbar. That hadith actually
Lifts you. That lifts you because Prophet ﷺ said that Islam came as a stranger.
and it will become.
It will become again a stranger.
And glad tidings.
glad tidings are the strangers. Yes. The people who would stick to that religion of Islam wholly solely from their heart. It is not through just tongue.
Yes.
Iman bil qalb, tasdeeq bil qalb. It has to.
Ikrarum bil lisani wa tasdeequm bil qalb. And we are only ikrarum bil lisan, and that also, we are, as Allah says in Quran, that they have just become Muslims. Iman is not yet entered their hearts.
So Islam is not an old-fashioned thing. True. Quran is not Asatirul Awwaleen.
And that's a question Allah says in Quran.
And we will
We'll
discuss
talk about that.